I'm Amanda from Roseboro Travel. Hi, everyone. We're so excited to be starting travel and travel events and getting back to reality and life, right? Let's see here. So today, super exciting. We won't start the presentation quite yet, but I will do a little introduction for you. We have Jean Rice from Mayflower Cruises and Tours with us today. And our office has done several trips with Mayflower previously. We have several trips coming up, and big drum roll, we have a big expo every year in January, and unfortunately we weren't able to do it in this year, 2021, but 2022 we are back on track again, and Jean's going to be a presenting vendor there, so that's super exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get the party started since it's 3:01. Again, everybody, I'm Amanda Balone from Roseboro Travel Agency. I'm in the back of the office right now. I've got a whole team of people behind me. They're in the front of the office. We have the other co-owner alongside myself is Tiffany Clay. I'm sure several of you have worked with her in the past and recently. We have Alyssa Lovejoy in our office right now and Debbie Mitchell. They're all right up front. They're all on the webinar as well. And they are all super excited to help you plan your next Mayflower Cruise and Tour adventure. So today we have Jean Rice from Mayflower Cruises and Tours, and she's going to talk to you about two pretty amazing trips. And who knows, she might throw another one in there or just give you a tidbit about her most amazing trip. But without further ado, I'm not going to waste anybody's time with all long introductions. I'm going to go ahead and take it away, Jean.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and share your screen now and welcome everybody.
I will do that. Okay, can everyone see that? Are you seeing it on full screen at the moment?
No, it looks like it is in the, you have to do the view mode down at the bottom, like you're starting the PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's what I use. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Go over to view.
Oh, yeah, I've got it. I got it.
All right.
I got it there. There we go. Okay, I'm all set.
You are good to go.
Hey, welcome, everybody. Thank you very much, Amanda and Roseboro Travel, for having me here today. I'm real excited to present. Actually, I'm going to do 3 different tours and cruises for you today. And hopefully you'll get as excited as I am about some of them. And the first, before I do that, I don't know how many people on the Zoom meeting right today have actually know a little bit about Mayflower. So first of all, I'll introduce myself, and I'm in Panama, which is one of the trips I'm going to present today, and I'm with a Pananium. I can't say that right. Isn't she beautiful, all dressed in their native costume there? So I've been in the travel business for a long time. I've been with Mayflower Cruises and Tours about 7 years now. And we do a lot of trips with mainly seniors 55 years of age and up. Although some of our river cruises, we have younger clientele as well. But we are a part of the Scenic group. This gives you just a little quick picture of the different products that we have with Scenic. We, as Mayflower Cruises and Tours, have been in business for 40 years. And we were acquired in 2018 by the Scenic group, which was very exciting because we were already selling Emerald River Cruises and filling their ships. We were chartering them. So that was kind of a good marriage for us. And then in 2019, we launched the Scenic Eclipse. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's launching January 27th, which is the Emerald Azuril, because we've got a group trip blocked with Roseboro for that, which I think you'll get very excited about when you see it. This just gives you a quick glance of all of our brochures. You're welcome to talk with the travel agents at Roseboro if there's other things that you would like to book. North America, we've got world holidays, and of course, all of our river cruises and small ship cruising. The Mayflower experience, I think, is very special. We have very well trained staff on board, travel managers on board. We help you with all of your luggage handling. We handle the flights if necessary, or if the Roseboro travel will handle those for you, either one. One of the nice things that we do that other people don't do is we offer the free local pickup. And that is good in your area over near Roseboro Travel with transportation round trip to the Orlando International Airport. So that's really a nice feature. And as a group, if we have like 15 or 20 of us together, we'll pick you up in a motor coach at a central location and take you all together as well. I talked a little bit about the tour managers. We only hire very professional tour managers. Tour managers, as you know, if you've been on a motor coach or a group trip, you know they can make it or break it, and ours really make it. They're very, very expert at what they do, and they're very well trained. We also use local guides and historians, which is important because we get the local flavor and all the history and heritage of the local locations where you're going to be visiting, as well as we do unique dining experience, top accommodations, and our unique guaranteed share program, which this share program allows you, if you're a single or solo traveler, to actually will match you up with another single solo traveler, non-smoking, same sex, of course. So that is a nice thing. You don't have to pay the single supplement. And if we don't find a traveler for you to travel with, then you go for the twin rate. So it can be a real savings money-wise. So I'm going to get right into our first trip, which is a Winter Getaway in Panama. And this is a January 20th, 2022 departure. Now, I put some of my own pictures in because I was there in 2019. And I have to tell you, I truly loved Panama. And I didn't know really what to expect. And one of the nice things that I think is good about it, it's only a little over 3-hour flight and you're there nonstop right into Panama, which makes it great, into Panama City. So this is kind of a picture. It was a little overcast today I came in. And there I am in front of the big Panama sign. So you'll probably have the opportunity to take a picture there too. Again, I really loved it. You'll have the rest of your day after you fly in at leisure once you arrive. And then you'll have a walking tour of the historic city. And there's the city. And you also go to the historic section of the city, which is where most of my pictures came from. And this is one of my pictures that I took. Everything was so colorful. And this was in the old heritage area. As you can see the hats there. You'll see the everyday life of all of the vendors and shopkeepers on the street corners. It's just so interesting to watch. And this was kind of funny. This is a gentleman who was talking all about the hats. So you're going to see hats everywhere. Do you notice how the brim of the hat is actually turned up? Does anyone know what that means? Actually, what it means is that the gentleman is available. He is available to court a woman or whatever if the hat is up. Well, needless to say, the rest of the trip, all the guys standing there, they bought the hat, and guess what they did? They put all the brims up. So I thought that was kind of a cute thing. Also, these were shoes, just so colorful, the shoes all in plastic bags. And this is one of the paintings on one of the walls as we were walking around. I thought it was so cool and very interesting. So then we're going to also continue walking in the Casco Antigua area. This is the oldest section of Panama City. And if you look at the picture, look all the way over to the far left, you'll see an older building there. It's kind of dilapidated. All the buildings used to look like that, but this is now a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site. So all the crumbling facades of the day have gone and changed, almost all of them. They're all being beautifully restored to a real classic style, which is beautiful. And there's some another pictures of that. Then one of the days, we're also going to go over to the Miraflores Locks Visitor Center. I found this to be very, very interesting. This was a kind of a combination of different things. It was like a museum inside, and you hear all about the history of how the Panama Canal was made. You have beautiful views, so you can stand outside. You have a person that lectures you and tells you and actually takes you through. So you get to learn so much more since we have a guide with us there, a local guide. And there's some of the pictures that I took inside, showing you how the Panama Canal was built. So if you haven't been there, it's really, really very interesting. And then from there, we're going to actually, I think it'll be a highlight of your trip, because we're going to go to the Camboa area and embark on a actual ship for a partial transit canal, Panama Canal trip. And this will take you from here all the way up to the lake. And again, we will have a local expert there for us to answer any questions that you might have. And I'll show you some of the pictures of what you will see. It was really interesting and a lot of fun. This is the partial transit here. As you can see, you're going to go through several different locks as you go. And these are a couple of the pictures that I took when I was there. And you could see tugboats pulling ships, and you could see this is the Bridge of Americas. And the Gallard Cut here, the Centennial Bridge. Sorry, I think that was the Centennial Bridge I saw a minute ago. The Pedro Miguel locks. What's neat about the locks is that you actually go 60 feet down, lowered 60 feet. It's like in 2 stages. So for those that have never done the locks there, and you are so close to the side of the wall. So as you're sitting inside of the ship, you're looking out. It's really something to see. And there's the lake where you end up at the end of your trip. And then there's the other side of the lock, getting a picture of the ship coming through. So see how big it is and how small the actual lock looks. And there's the Bridge of America. Sorry, I had the wrong one there a minute ago. So there's the Bridge of America. Then we're on to the last 3 days of our trips. What's nice of this is you've got touring you can do, but then at the end, you have time to just chill and relax and enjoy it. So we will take a journey to by coach to La Playa Bonita Beach area, and you're going to enjoy a 3-night stay. And what's nice about this, it's an all-inclusive resort. And so you can do this either way. You can do it as an all-inclusive and upgrade for an additional $360 per person. You're going to see the pricing is very reasonable for this anyway, but that makes it an all-inclusive. So you can either do it that way, which would give you all the meals, lunch and dinner daily, days 4 through 6, okay? Unlimited premium drinks and premium house wines, all served by the glass. All your taxes and all your tips are included. So it may be something you'd want to consider. I'll show you some pictures of the resort. There's the dining area. I thought the food was very good and very abundant. So like I said, if you go to the all-inclusives, anything you want to eat, any time of the day, it's there available for you. Some beautiful lounges. There's entertainment at night, lots of bars to go to. And there's another sample of like the lobby area, bar area, and the pool and outside. You're right on the water. They have a volleyball net here. So a group of us all got together and played volleyball. And there was like a big iguana over here in this grassy area on the right side, which was really cool to see. So again, that's 3 nights there. And I think it's a nice end to a beautiful vacation, because a lot of times you don't have the time just to chill and lay back and relax. And if you want, for one of the days that you're there, you can actually do an optional excursion. And this excursion goes to Embera Indigenous Village. And these are really, really happy people. They live in the rainforest. They have no modern conveniences. I can't even imagine. They're going to do some cultural dances for you. You're going to see an abundant variety of birds. You can go walking through, this area and trek around the untouched jungle. And you have sparkling waterfalls that you'll see along the way. So this, again, is an optional tour. If you want information on this, it will be available closer to departure, and Roseboro will send the information out to you on a sheet describing it in detail and giving you the prices, and then you would sign up in advance. So that's basically a quick review of our winter getaway. And the neat thing is this is priced so very well. But it's January 20th, 2022, twin rates, $1,099. And if you're single, you can add $599. And you would call Roseboro for the air rates. They can get your air rates out of any city that you want and add that to it. And because you're here for Roseboro, we're going to give you an additional saving of $200 a couple. So I don't think you can beat that price. But in order to get the additional savings, you must actually deposit by 7/31/21. That's only a couple days. So you need to call, at least give your name, have them put the name in for you with your $200 deposit. That way you can lock in that extra savings. I don't know if they're going to extend it. They haven't told me, but right now it's only good till July 31st.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much about Panama. I had a comment I wanted to make on that. So every couple of years, we take a Panama Canal cruise at Thanksgiving time, and it's a big draw for people to go on the Panama Canal and to be able to go into that one lock and to be able to go into Gatun Lake and back and everything. But the prices typically double at least the price that you've got with this Mayflower tour. So I have to say, since we are missing Panama Canal technically this year on our Thanksgiving cruise, this is really an incredible opportunity to be able to do that excursion and be able to go to Panama with Mayflower Cruises and Tours at such a stellar price. Plus we've got the $200 off per couple. That's really incredible. Thank you for sharing that, Jean.
You're certainly welcome. Yeah, our president of our company just recently went there about a month ago and came back with this fabulous special. So they have been very good to us. They've treated our whole sales team. And yeah, so I hope you guys will take advantage and book this. And I know you'll have a great trip.
Me too. Me too. So what's next? If Panama wasn't on our list, what is next?
Croatia in depth. This is the last departure is for 21. For those that want to travel in 21, that's the one for you. This one is for April 15th of 2022. And this is very special. I had the opportunity to go on a small ship cruise to Croatia, and I absolutely loved it. I want to go back. That's how much I loved it. So I'm going to take you through the itinerary here, show you a little bit how this is going to work. So we are going to do Venice to Dubrovnik is the way this particular itinerary is going. So it's a 7-day cruise. It's a 9-day program altogether. So we're going to do Krk, Zadar, Šibenik, Split, and Dubrovnik, and Korcula and Hvar also on the way there. Sorry, I missed that. Went to Dubrovnik too soon. So I'm going to take you through some pictures of the different stops, but I've got to show you this. Look at the beauty. This is our brand new ocean-going yacht. It's an emerald product called the Emerald Azura, and it is just phenomenal. It actually launches on January 27th of 2022. I have a big group going to the Red Sea on that. And so I'm really excited for that first trip to go. But this is, you're going to be right after the inaugural in April, not too much longer. So the ship was built in 2021. It's only 361 feet long, has 50 cabins. So that's only 100 people that will be on the ship. Nice to have a nice small group. And they have 64 crew. So you know you're going to be very, very well taken care of. So I'm going to show you a little video next, just to give you a little taste of the ship and so you can see how beautiful it is and all the amenities that it has on board. So what did you think? I love it. I think it's just a gorgeous ship. I thought I'd quickly go through the cabin sizes for you so that you can pick out the cabin that you want when you're ready to go on the trip. So we're starting with the ocean view cabin, runs 182 to 204 square feet. And as you notice, a big window for the lowest category and the least expensive, which is really nice. Then we have our balcony staterooms, which are 285 to 306 square feet. And then the deluxe balcony suite, which is 382 to 403. Our yacht suite, which you can see it has two balcony areas here. You can get a little better idea on this shot here. Nice suite there. the terrace suite, and then the owner's suite. And there's the owner's suite. I don't think we have it available on this departure, but if you saw, there's lots of other departures too. If you all decide to do additional one, maybe the owner's suite would be available for you. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to take you quickly through the itinerary here. And we start off in one of my favorite cities, which is Venice. I remember the first time I went there, I was just in awe. I mean, first of all, the boats and arriving there by boat, you know, was just really neat. But all the canals, and of course, you have the gondola rides and doorknobs. They had the most interesting doorknobs I've ever seen. I kept taking pictures of different doorknobs when I was there. I figured I was going to come back and do this really neat collage for my office wall. Do you think it ever got done? No, unfortunately, it didn't. But I really enjoyed the architecture that you saw there. And interestingly enough, I'm a big cat lover. So, you know, there was lots of cat things. There were all kinds. I got a beautiful cat picture there. I got little candles with cats on them. And I kept saying, well, why are there so many, you know, things of cats? Well, I guess they had a rat problem at one time. So, of course, they brought in the cats to get rid of the rats. So there are lots of cats things that you could buy if you're a cat lover there. So from there, we're going on to Kirk. What's nice, as I mentioned before, with this size ship, you can actually get into these small towns all along the Dalmatian coast. And it is so wonderful. And also with the ship itself, you can swim in the Mediterranean. You could go off the back and take a swim. They'll stop and let you do that. They have all kinds of water toys on board that you can do that. But just imagine, look at this, how beautiful this is. This is, we'll visit here. It's one of the small towns. We're going to visit the St. Mary's Cathedral, and we'll also have a walking tour of this area. But look how beautiful the water is. All these quaint little towns, and the people are so nice. So this is some of what you will see on the actual walking tour. Now, when you travel on the Emerald Azura, you're going to have some different options of things that you can do. And we call these Discover More. So this is your first Discover More. We used to call them optional tours. So basically there is an additional cost if it says Discover More. And this one is an island tour with wine tasting that you can sign up for, or you can go on a guided bike tour as well. So and also the third one is kayaking tour in Kirk. So if you're a little more adventurous or a little more active and you want to do that, you can. Or if you just want to stay and do the normal walking tour and other things like that, you can do that, which are all included. So then on to Zadar. This is the oldest continuously inhabited Croatian city. It's the second largest on the Dalmatian region here. And we're going to see Roman ruins. We're going to see this sun salutation. This is very interesting. This was done by a local architect. His name was Nikola Basic. And basically what he did is he designed these 22-meter wide circle sets in the pavement, and it's filled with 300 multi-layered glass plates that the sun collects the energy during the day. And then it produces this really neat tippy type light show from sunset to sunrise that night. It also collects enough power, believe it or not, on this to power the entire harbor area that you're going to be in. So I thought that was very, very interesting. This same architect also did this, which is called the sea organ. And what the sea organ is, it's a musical instrument that plays music when the waves hit. It has like tubes underneath there, and it hits, and it's set on a large marble steps, and it actually makes music. So I think that would be really interesting for you all to see when you stop here at this particular town. And we also have some Discover More options for you. You can do a walking tour of Zadar. You can do a tour of Pag Island, or you can do kayak or rafting. is one of the options you can pick if you'd like to do that. And then on to Šibenik, I don't know if I pronounced that right, Croatia. And I'll show you some of the pictures. We'll be seeing the St. James Cathedral. And we'll have a walking tour as well. Don't you love it? All the little cobblestones and picture perfect things for you to take. I took a lot of pictures when I was on the trip. I didn't get this far, but I did get quite a few shots. I'm going to show you in a little bit of what I did closer to Dubrovnik. I didn't go up this far. We're going to have a Discover More, which is visit to Krka National Park, or you can visit the Falcon Center, or you can do a guided tour, a bike tour. So again, if you're active and you feel up to it, and they go at a leisurely pace, so everybody can enjoy it. Then we're on to Hvar. Look at that, beautiful. This is the kind of place you could stop right out here and they'll let you go for a swim off the back of the boat, which is so fantastic. The water was beautiful. I believe I was there in September and it was great. So here I am in a picture in Hvar. So you can see there's this big area, like a promenade that you can walk along. It has all kinds of little shops, and you can see you're definitely there like with the rich and the famous. As you're going along, you can see the big yacht behind me there. And then all the little towns and the little walkways and, you know, vines growing all over. It's just really, really beautiful. Okay. So here's the Hvar Island Tour, which is a Discover More. And then again, we have kayaking or around the Hvar and Pelini Islands. And now we're on to Split. Split is the largest city on the Dalmatian coast. It's a very, very popular tourist area. One of the things that you're going to see is the Diocletian's, I'm not sure I pronounced that, Diocletian's Palace. And I got one of my shots of it here. Very interesting. There you can see it on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side was when we were doing our walking tour and we were going through the little alleys. Can you see the little dog up in the window there? I thought it was so cute. He just kept popping his head up and watching everybody like he was looking for his owner to come home or something. But really neat. And the walking tour is very interesting. There's some other shots of what you'll do and all kinds of little shops along the way where you can stop in and get some souvenirs while you're traveling along. Then Emerald Plus. Emerald Plus is included. This is the Klapa performance of the sellers at the palace there that you're going to. So you'll get a performance there. Then we have an Emerald Active, which is also included if you wanted to choose that, which is a guided hike to Margin Hill. So you can choose that one as well. And a Discover More, which is the one that cost a little additional, is a guided tour of Trogir right here. So on to Korcula, Croatia now. Korcula is really, all these towns are just beautiful and you're going to really enjoy them. So we'll do a walking tour at Korcula. And there's a couple of my pictures that I took. Again, lots of promenades with little restaurants, places you could stop and sit and just overlook the water with, you know, beautiful yachts all along the way and such neat architecture as you're going through. And that's a shot I took from our ship when we were out in the water, looking toward the city there. Here you have a Discover More, is a taste of the island. So you could enjoy and go around and eat some of the local fare. If you would like to sign up for a Discover More taste of the island, or you could do a Discover More buggy tour. So we try to make lots of different activities in addition that you can sign up for if you don't want to just do the regular. We also have a Discover More cooking class, so you can learn how to cook the local food. And then last but not least, of course, is Dubrovnik. I love Dubrovnik. I got a fabulous painting there when I was there. You'll see things right on the walls in the big city there. You have all kinds of restaurants and shops that you can visit. You can walk all the way around the top of the wall if you want, and spend time doing that if you'd like. But that's kind of the end of our beautiful trip, which I think you will definitely enjoy. So this departure is April 15th. We have early bird fare prices for you now. Since there's only 50 cabins on this, you really need to take advantage of the early booking fare. So you need to book as soon as possible if this is something you want to try. So the pricing starts at $4,582. We do have cabins blocked for Roseboro travel. If it's something you're interested in, Croatia, I think, oh, you're just so going to love it. I would love to go back again. You feel like the rich and famous while you're there walking along and cruising by all these beautiful places. Remember with this, all gratuities are included in the pricing. All port charges and taxes are included in the pricing. So please remember that when you're looking at the rates. And if you need a single supplement, you just ask Roseboro, they can get you the rate for you.
Happy to do that really quick, Jean.
Yeah.
Gratuities, all the excursions are included too, correct?
That is correct, yes. Everything that is operated by Emerald and us to go, they are all included, yes.
And it's kind of like your previous last tour, all inclusive with drinks by the glass, correct?
You have, it's an Emerald product. So what it is, you have beer and wine with your lunch and dinner. And that makes it really nice. They pair it up with beautiful meals like we do on our Emerald River cruises. So yes, your drinks or we have drink packages if you want to have cocktails or something in the evening in addition.
Very good, thank you.
You're certainly welcome. And then last but not least, I'm just going to touch briefly on this one. I'm not going to go through day by day, but just to give you some pictures because we would love for you to join us. This is September 15th of 2021. And it's a 9-day, it has 14 meals, and it's New England rails and sails. We have lots of rail programs with Mayflower. People love them, and we get very good scores on our rails and sails program. So just to kind of give you a brief stop, we're going to do 5 basically states here. We've got Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. And we also go through Rhode Island, so you could pretty much say 6. So again, 9 days, 14 meals. And we're going to start off in Boston. You know, the thing about this is this has 4 train excursions, and they'll range from maybe 30 to 40 minutes up to 3 hours, depending on the train. And you'll also experience the cruises as well. So we have 3-day cruises and 4 train excursions included. So that makes it really nice. Something a little different than sitting on a motor coach and just, driving around. You get to experience different things. So we will also go to the Freedom Trail in Boston itself. And of course, Kennebunkport, which is one of the most beautiful and upscale communities in Maine. Of course, it's known for the summer home of our US President George Bush and other famous people that live there. And Portland, Maine. These mostly short line and short-lived inventions for the train ran on tracks that were only like 24 inches between the rails. This is the most historic and modern train in operation in the US, and they have 4 foot 8.5 inches between the rails. So it's very interesting. There's a whole museum. You're going to learn all about the different trains. And here's the narrow gauge railroad that I was just talking about for you. This connects rural Maine towns and natural resources to the rest of the world in the days before the automobile was around. So you can see it's an old steam train and how neat to be able to travel on there. We're going to go to Casco Bay. Then we're going to go on the North Conway Scenic Rail. And there's a little bit of the town of North Conway that we will be visiting and staying there for 3 nights, actually. And of course, the fact that we're in the fall foliage, we'll be doing the beautiful drive all along the scenic highway where you'll get to see, like I thought it was like I was a kid in a candy store with all the fall foliage. Look at that tree, look at that tree. I mean, being from Florida and never seeing the fall foliage, the first time I saw it, I was just in awe of it all. I loved it. There's another shot of some of the scenery that you will see. Just gorgeous. And then we have the Green Mountain Railway. The Green Mountain is in Chester, Vermont. You're going to enjoy a ride while taking views of the covered bridges, the Connecticut River, and the Brockway Mill Gorge. So that will be a really nice trip for you to do as well. And then we're going to go to the Norman Rockwell Museum. This is a museum of the home of the Saturday Evening Post, iconic Americana. The music holds the world's largest and most significant collection of original Rockwell art, as well as the Stockbridge Studio, and it exhibits the world of other contemporary and past masters here. So I know you all will enjoy that. You'll have some free time in Stockbridge as well. Mohegan Sun Resort. This beautiful resort is in southeast Connecticut. It's situated on 185 acres along the Thames River. The casino is a bonus. So we always have a few that like to stop and do a little gambling. You'll have the opportunity to do that. And you'll have a 2-night stay here. And there's another picture of the Mohegan Sun Resort. And then next is the Essex Steam Train. This is a historical coal-fired locomotive of the Essex Steam Train. Will remind you by the hiss of the steam and the blast of the whistle as you pass through some of the most beautiful country in the state. You're going to see forests and streams and beautiful vistas and nostalgic towns. And the line dates back to 1868. Then on to the riverboat Becky Thatcher, a deep river landing riverboat. You'll have a relaxing cruise up the Connecticut River. And then finally, but not for the very last day, we will have whale watching excursion. So for those who have not had the opportunity to catch whale watching, we love to have you join us, and fingers crossed that we see lots of whales. So that's just a brief overview. I don't have enough time. We're almost out of time, but this is September 25th, 2021. Twin rate is $3,349, and you just need to call for your air rates in conjunction to that. But all of those rails are included. All of the cruises, all the entry fees, everything, your hotels, all of that is included in that rate. So it is a deposit of $200 per person due at the time of reservation. And that's the end.
Wonderful. Jean, funny thing, my husband actually was in Essex last week, and he was walking around downtown on a FaceTime call with me, showing me how beautiful it is, because I've never had the opportunity to get to Essex. I mean, Boston, of course, it's great there. And the whole trip, the itinerary that you're going to bring in so many trains and so many sales experiences, that's going to be excellent. But I was so excited to have that little personal one-on-one in Essex last week, right before your call. So
Oh,
very
no,
happy
very
about
cool.
that.
Very cool. Yeah. And I didn't have a slide for it, but I can give the $200 savings on this one as well. So,
Excellent.
yeah. So we'll give a
This is
200.
right around the corner.
Yeah. Yes, it is. So I know we have people all pent up. Everybody is, I mean, reservations are coming in like crazy. People are ready to travel. So please sign up for this one. We still have some space left, and but things are filling up because people are definitely ready to travel now.
They are. They are. I was telling a client earlier today, I said, whatever you do, do not wait,
Yes.
because waiting is one of the worst things to do right now. You wait
do
5
not wait.
minutes and it's
Yeah.
sold out. So
Yeah. Yeah.
super excited that you got on today to tell us all about these 3 itineraries. They were absolutely incredible and different in every way, shape, and form, which makes them, it makes me want to do all 3. So
Good. Well, you can if you'd like. Just bring some people with
exactly.
you.
Exactly,
Oh.
exactly. So to all of our explorers, thank you so much for joining us today. Jean, thank you so much for presenting for us.
Thank you.
If anybody has any questions or is ready to book one of these itineraries, we're more than happy to help you here at Roseboro Travel. Our team is well versed in almost all of these destinations, and we are happy to help you and excited to help you start planning your upcoming trips, some of them right around the corner, and helping you explore the world again, finally. Yay!
Yes.
So on behalf of our whole team, thank you for joining us today, and have a great day, and let us know if we can help you in any way and get you booked on some of these trips.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, you guys.
Bye, everyone.